Let's read the poem, The Twins. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother that folks got taking me for him and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch, for one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. One day, to make our matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus, you see, by fate's decree, or rather nurse whim, my brother John got christened me, and I got christened him. This fatal likeness even dogged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged, for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me to prove that you were you? Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life, for somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, years after year, the same absurd mistake went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried Brother John. First stanza. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother that folks got taking me for him and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin. It reached a fearful pitch, for one of us was born a twin, yet not a soul knew which. New words. Form and feature means structure and appearance. Taking here means mistaking. Kith and kin means relatives. Pitch means limit or height. Explanation. The poet himself is the speaker of this poem. He is sharing his experiences that he had faced because of his twin brother. Poet is Henry and his twin brother is John. They are identical twins, means they look same. Their body structures, faces and all body parts appear same to same. Because of their same to same look, people make mistakes in recognizing them. They become confused who is John and who is Henry in between them. People used to call John as Henry and Henry as John. That alikeness confused all their kith and kin means relatives also. Even sometimes this confusion crossed the limits and Henry faced horrible experiences. Between these two brothers, who was a real twin, was a question. Poet says, till now, nobody knows who was a twin of whose. Second stanza. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus, you see, by fate's decree, or rather nurse whim, my brother John got christened me, and I got christened him. New words. Decree means order. Whim means a sudden change of mind. Christened means name given to a baby at the naming ceremony. Explanation. The second stanza is about the confusion at the birth. Henry the poet says, their problems start with their birth. One day, when they were taken to bath by nurse, they were mixed before their names were fixed. Thus, this confusion started either by God's order or by confusion of nurse. Further, this mix-up resulted in exchanging their names. Henry got poet's name and poet got his brother's name in naming ceremony. Third stanza. This fatal likeness even dogged my footsteps when at school, and I was always getting flogged for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me to prove that you were you? New words. Fatal, leading to disaster or death. Dogged, continued to follow. Flogged means beaten up. Explanation. This stanza describes confusion in poet's school life. This fatal same-look confusion continued to school life. Wherever John did silly things or mischief, the poet got punishment. This happened every day. So, poet was in great trouble. To find the solution, he asked a question to everyone: how would they prove if they were in poet's place? But nobody had solution on it. Last stanza. Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life. For somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, years after years, the same absurd mistake went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried Brother John. New words. Turn the tide. Change the situation. Explanation. The last stanza explains how this confusion continued till death of poet. Their close resemblance or same look troubled even their domestic, means married life. It happened so. Poet's marriage was fixed with a girl, but because of their same look, she got married to Brother John. This mix-up of likeness followed them till death. When poet died, their neighbors buried Brother John.